Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be showing you almost all of my Alice gear. I have quite a bit more, but this is all the main stuff that they use. This is relatively the 90s. Most of it, so this is our PAS kit. This is your protection, and then we'll be getting into the rest of this right now. So right here you have your jungle boots. They come in many colors such as brown and black. Mine are green and black, which are more like my M40 gas mask bag. So I'm not exactly sure the date on this. This could be the 2000s. But what you do here, you carry it on your leg such as this, and then when there's a gas attack or deadly chemicals, you pull out your mop gear. So this is the cover that goes on your M40. It's rubber and protects you from chemicals. And then here, we get into the actual gas mask itself. This one here is from either the 90s or the early 2000s. It was the newest at the time. Lots of them came with the version 1 gas mask filters here. It might be the version 2, I don't remember the different versions. And then here, you have where your water tube connects, and then you have a rubber piece that covers the hole. And so this protects you from chemicals and dust and all. And this here, you can put lenses on here. Also, here, if you see closely, you can see a black rubber cover on it. So they have these rubber covers on them. That's what protects you from the actual chemicals. The uniforms. Here we have our uniform. During the 90s, 80s, I don't think it was in the 70s, but 80s and 90s, you'd have your M81 Woodland Camo, which is, well, all of this is kind of based around OD Green and M81 Woodland. So this is your main BDU. They did, during the 90s, there were lots of desert wars, so they had DBDU and DCU, but this is the main camo. You can see it's black, green, and brown, and a little bit of tan. And then if we come over here, you can see the actual gear that went on your vest here. Now, I believe the vest goes up to 357 Magnum because of the Kevlar insert inside. There is Kevlar layers on the inside of the vest. If we come over here and look at this. This is your Pasget helmet. You wore this, you'd have a M81 Woodland cover on it. They came in green, I believe, maybe tan, and then also you have your vest, Kevlar vest, carries stuff in your pocket if you need. And then also, in the 90s, they introduced, well, this one's from the 2000s, but it's pretty much the same thing. They introduced this vest. I don't remember the name of it, but you have 4 magazine pouches and I believe 2 grenade pouches. We look here, we have their 2 magazine pouches right here and right here, and then our grenade pouches right here. And I'll get into what this is in a second. So in the 2000s, they made holes in the back of these and on these for more air to come through, because in the 90s and 80s, it got very sweaty. And then right here, this is also, I guess you could say, probably more common or one of the more known ones. These are Alice suspenders. You'd have these over your vest, or you'd have that over your vest. And these, all it is suspenders pretty much. Now, the main thing that we're going to get into here today is this. This is an Alice belt. See, this one, they were used in Vietnam and all the way from then. They might be still used today. I know they were used in Iraq and stuff too. You have this buckle, and this is from the 90s and 2000s. If you look closely, it's a buckle clip. We have, I don't have everything on this vest currently, but you have 3. Look over here too. You have 3 Alice M16 pouches, and then right here you have your shovel pouch. You could either have a shovel pouch on here or have it right here. A lot of them would carry a medical kit on their butt pack. This is your field pack, so you're going to be carrying your cleaning kit and just other gear in here. And then here, just a little thing we have out here. It's a M81 Woodland buoy hat, so if you're in the jungle or something and you don't want to be walking around with this heavy helmet, you can wear this. I'm pretty sure mainly snipers wore these, or your special forces units. Okay, and our final thing we'll be getting into today, here, a very big part of your gear, okay? This here is your rucksack system. Now, I personally use this for a 2000s kit, so I have a 2000s fuel pack on here, but this is the main part. If you look closely, you can see I currently have a stuff pack on here, and this is what you would carry, like, I guess, extra clothing, your toothbrush, maybe, you know, just your basic necessities. And also, we have a wooden rucksack right here. Now, you have these pouches, maybe extra magazines you want to carry if you're going to another base or something, or like you're on a Humvee ride. A lot of units would have like these on their M2 Bradleys and Humvees. And these were mainly used up until maybe 2010. I know they were used up to 2005. So yes, this is what you'd carry a lot of your gear in. See, this one has a metal frame, and this is what kept it all up. Okay, you could carry a lot more in here without it sagging down and hurting your waist. And you'd think a metal frame would be a lot heavier than just letting it have. No, because you know your gear's pulling down and it's hurting you real bad. You know, you don't want to walk around for hours with just something sagging on your back. So they made a metal frame for it. They had these, I know, at least in Vietnam, all the way up until around this time, because they introduced more ones where it's like actually built into the rucksack, and they have like the, you know, little plastic belt. They do have frames for it still, but they're not made out of metal, they're made out of plastic, I believe. And yeah, this is the main Alice you'd be carrying around in the 2000s. I mean, sorry, 90s. Here, take a look at this real quick. And yeah, one more thing I want to say before I leave. You come over here, you can look, you see they'd carry 2 canteen pouches on here, or at least one. Especially in the desert they had 2. You'd probably carry one right here and one right here, and then you'd have 2 magazine pouches and a pistol pouch maybe. But yeah, I think that's all for today. And thank you guys for watching this, and if you got to this far, please subscribe. It would really help the channel out, and goodbye.